He's Baker Mayfield back on the program. Good to talk to him. Did you fill out a bracket, Baker?
I have not yet. I'm actually doing that last minute this morning.
Okay, how far will you have your Sooners going?
Oh boy. We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, come on. You can be in our bracket challenge if you want to. Why don't you fill out a bracket, and then we'll let people follow along with your brackets. How's that? No money involved.
Okay, that works.
Okay. All right.
That works.
Did you play basketball growing up?
No, actually, terrible basketball player. So March Madness is, me watching and wishing that I could ever be there. So it's not a reality for me.
Did you lose a little big man on campus status with Trae Young at the beginning of the basketball season at all? Like if he walked around campus?
Absolutely did. Absolutely did.
What happened?
He came in really strong. He came in really strong for an 18-year-old.
But if you were running for campus president,
he is a big man.
If you ran for campus president in December against him, who would have won?
Oh, wow. Was it before the Heisman or after?
Before Heisman.
I think he might win it. He had people going crazy up here in Oklahoma.
Where's the Heisman, by the way?
I think it's in Coach Riley's office for recruiting purposes. He's got it.
When do you get it back, or is it going to stay there?
It's not going to stay there. So there's two of them. They give one to the school, and they give one to me. And so I guess the other one's being made, and then I'll have that one headed home pretty soon.
How relieved are you to have that pro day out of the way?
Very. All the workouts and whatnot for me now are pretty much done. I have some private things set up from now till the 24th, but other than that, all the formal throwing, all the, you talk about the lights, camera action for all that stuff is over with, and it feels good. But
you're also doing sort of behind the scenes, aren't you? Aren't you doing Next Level Behind Baker, a documentary?
Yeah, we announced that yesterday, but yeah, I've been filming that for a little bit. And, excited to have that being announced and that moving forward. It should be pretty cool. Everybody does their kind of their past draft type stuff, but ours is a little bit next level, a lot more behind the scenes, and shows you a little bit of everything that comes with this process right now.
And Identify launches new series Next Level Behind Baker, a docuseries following you. There were cameras with you when you were in Minnesota, weren't they? They were there, and then I saw them yesterday at the pro day. Yes. There
was a couple cameras there in the pro day yesterday.
Where did you watch the Super Bowl from?
Airport, kind of getting stuck in traveling mode.
Wait! You were at the airport, like Terminal C in Minneapolis, watching the Super Bowl?
No, landed and then partially when I got back to California, and then partially when I actually got home.
Who's your favorite team growing up?
I was always a Packers guy. He talked about I was a Brett Favre guy, so Packers were my squad.
Are they still your team?
No, I don't think so. Don't have one yet, so I think I'm picking up one here pretty soon, late April.
Do you have any idea where you're going?
You get kind of a good idea of where teams like you and how interested they are by who brings you in for visits and whatnot. But you hear stories of guys that hadn't even met with teams, and then they get drafted by them. So quite honestly, no. I'd like to say that I knew, but I really don't.
Because there are teams that have drafted players who didn't even go in and interview with them. Which, like Blake Bortles, I think, with Jacksonville, they hid the fact that they were going to take him that high. So somebody may take you that you – who's ignored you the most, Baker? I think that's what we want to know.
Quite a few teams. Yeah, that sounds really great to me. But Patriots, the Eagles. I mean, obviously they're pretty set at quarterback. There's a couple more Cowboys, teams like that they got young guys, Buccaneers that They're set and they're happy with what they have. So I haven't really talked to them.
He's Baker Mayfield, former Oklahoma quarterback. He has a new docuseries. It's called Next Level Behind Baker on Identify. When does that come out, by the way?
So it's going to be a little series, pushing episodes out shortly here. Planning on pushing a couple out, and then after all these episodes that we release, we're going to have a longer documentary, probably about a 90-minute feature.
Oh, nice.
So looking forward to it.
How much of your job is to be an entertainer when you go to the NFL?
Not as much entertainer as, just getting my job done and being responsible and, doing the things I need to be a franchise quarterback. So I wouldn't say entertainer. I'd say, responsible for getting the job done and winning. And then second is being the face of the franchise.
How uncomfortable is it? Poked, prodded, questions, everything the last couple of weeks here?
It's quite the interesting process. This is not like recruiting or anything else. This is, they try and find every single flaw with you. They try and find whatever's wrong with you. They ask you about your family, your background, all the way back down to preschool. And, they try and see what type of guy you are and how you're going to handle when you're making money playing football, what you're going to do in a different city.
Oh, boy.
There's a bunch of questions that it's interesting how everybody else handles it.
But yeah, you prepare for this, right? Do you sit down and then you get your agent or advisors say, all right, when they ask you this, you answer this way, or how are you going to? Did you do that where you sort of have a mock interview process?
I never had that. Some guys do it, but I've always been one. I'm just going to be myself in those questions and be honest and upfront about it. So I'm answering it with being who I am, and that's who they're going to pick up. I'm not going to try and put on some front and answer these questions in the perfect way. I'm going to be me, and if they like that, then that's going to be the right fit, and if not, then that's okay. There's 31 other places besides that.
What was the question that caught you off guard, or you'd like another chance at answering?
There was one meeting at the Combine that started out, it was just straight elementary school multiplication, subtraction, division, facts. There was about 15 of them in a row. So it started out like 2 + 4 and then went from there, times this, divide by this, subtract, add, multiply, divide, and I just kept doing it. So pretty interesting considering I will never, ever do those problems ever in my life again. So it seemed really relevant to playing the game of football.
Wait. So it was 2 + 2, and then you go 4, and then 4 times 5, and then you go 20, divided by 10.
Yeah.
So that's what they were doing too.
No, stuff like that. Exactly. And then they start the actual meeting from there. I don't know. It's a lot of this stuff. I think they try and get you flustered with, just random questions, and then somebody else is talking in the background, and then they see if you can translate from there to talking about the game and being calm about it and still getting the job done.
Twitter reaction to the bandana yesterday was fun. Did you read any of those tweets?
I only saw a couple, actually. There's some pretty entertaining ones. With a hat and the Pro Day Sensei, I think.
Yeah.
Or Sensei. So
don't wear your hat backwards. Media will go crazy. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I forgot. I can't wear a headband to a workout. I saw somebody that. The only reason I saw this is because whenever somebody talks trash as Oklahoma fans, they have my back. They jump on them. So I got tagged in it about 50 times. I don't know who he is, but he said me wearing that to an interview was the wrong idea, wrong thing to do. So forgot I couldn't wear my headband to a football function.
Wow, you're a little sensitive there. How about this? How about a suit and tie, and then you have the bandana on?
Next time to go throw.
Yeah, suit and tie. And then tweet that out. All business, and then you wear your bandana. Maybe Ralph Macchio, who played the Karate Kid. Maybe we get him to reach out and sign off on that.
Hey, that'd be awesome, actually.
Hey,
that's something we need to talk about.
Yeah, keep being yourself. Have fun with it. It'll be over, and then all of a sudden, you'll look back and, if you don't enjoy it. So hopefully you're doing that. Now, where are you going to be on draft day?
I'll be at home with my family, watching it with them and a group of friends, and just honestly kind of hanging out with them. It's not about just me on that draft day. There's a lot more people that help me out along the way.
Will you have the bandana on draft day?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. But, Favre had cut-off jeans on. He had jean shorts on draft day. He had jorts on.
So are you encouraging me to beat that, or?
How about jean shorts as an homage to Brett Favre?
That can be arranged.
You have a pair of those jean shorts, is what you're saying.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, congrats so far.
Saving them.
Yeah, have fun with it, and good luck with the documentary.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, I do apologize. I owe you. I apologize. I tried with Justin Timberlake.
Effort can only take you so far sometimes.
I know, and I failed. You know what? I had a bad moment there. It was
it takes a big man to admit that.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Timberlake, and I was explaining all of this to him when I sat down with him at the Super Bowl. He couldn't turn it around on short notice and use you in the Super Bowl performance. But the topic was broached, just so you know. And he knew who you were. He appreciated that, but he couldn't work you in the Super Bowl. And by the way, you left you didn't even stay for the Super Bowl. So,
well, it's because I wasn't working.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I will not give up on this. I'm not going to give up on this. I'll get you in a Justin Timberlake backup dancer role one of these days. All right.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate
Just
that.
don't pull your groin. All right. Good luck on draft day. Thank you, Baker.
Thank you.
All right, that's Baker Mayfield Jr. III.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.